Well, there you are again. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. It's Louise Dewey, Lady Lou, the baby boomer babe, here with wonderful Marian LaSalle, my beautiful co-host. Say hi, Marian.
Hi, Marian.
She does that to me, and I laugh every time. This is our Daily Reset for Success show. And we're so tickled to be here today because this is going to be a little different than you're used to seeing our show. Usually, she and I are talking back and forth about a topic, and then we have guests on, and we have such a good time every time we're on this show. We love it. And today, we're going to give you some inside scoop on who is Marian LaSalle. Can you handle it? I think so, because I've known her for, 25, 30 years now, and she still surprises me with the things she knows and can do and who she is inside and out. I just love this lady, and I know you do too if you're a regular on our show. And thank you for being a regular on our show. We love that. We love our audience. So, Marian, we're going to talk about you. Are you ready?
I really, really, really am. Today, I named this program today, Work Hard and Be Nice, because that's my motto, isn't it? I love to work hard, only at what I'm passionate about,
Yeah.
nothing else. And I really, really do want to be nice. So yes, I'm ready.
You don't want to be nice. You are nice. And I remember that networking group you used to have, the referral business builders. You put it out there that if you weren't nice, you didn't want them in that group. I thought
You
that
had to
was
leave. Bye-bye.
Don't come here if you're not nice.
That's true.
But you can do that. You can attract the people you want, right, Marian?
Right.
Yes, I love that. Well, we're going to start kind of midlife for Marian and talk about her daughter and her grandsons who live in Michigan, which is quite a distance from Houston. And Marian misses them so much. She's such a family person. She just adores her family. Even the cousins and the people who are distant from her, it's family, and she includes them in her life so much. So I know how much she misses her daughter because she's so special to her. And her daughter, Megan, is such a beautiful woman anyway. And her grandchildren are so grown up now. I remember when they were just little babies. So, Marian, what's it like not to be able to see your family, your closest family, very often?
You know, it's painful when I don't see them for a long time. I miss my daughter and my grandson so much that I just sometimes think to myself, I've got to make this happen. They're growing up right before my eyes. My daughter is like, I feel like I'm her age, instead of my age. I feel like I'm still there. And yet she's like, she's a woman. She's got, anyway, I feel like I'm missing out, and I want to be able to spend the summers with her and the grandkids and just, but.
Yes. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but I know in your plans, your beautiful plans, that you want to live in a camper van so that you can spend summers in Michigan and travel around and still make a living, right?
Yes, that is my dream. My dream is to have a camper van. And the reason why I want a camper van instead of a pull-along trailer is because I don't really want to deal with two different vehicles. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to pull up, have enough room in there where I can, put my daughter and my grandsons in, and we can travel around and go camping. Michigan is beautiful in the summertime.
Yes.
And there's lots of lakes and pretty parks and things that we could go to. And the kids are off of school and everything. So I thought, what a fantastic plan that I kind of like a snowbird, but opposite. So I go there for the summers and come back here for the winters.
We'll call you a summer bird.
Oh, there you go.
We got a new name now, because I know a lot of people, if you've lived in Texas long enough, you know what a snowbird is. It's the folks who come from the cold country to the warm country in the winter. So we're going to send Marian to the cool country in the summer. I'll go with you, Marian. Oh, dear. So when you get this van, then you'll be traveling. And how is that going to work with the jobs that you do, how you make your living, your career?
That's the best part. I am scripting my life so that I can be anywhere. As long as there's strong internet, I'll be able to work. So my clients typically want me to do things that are online, right? Social media, videos, live stream productions, shows, things like that. All types of things, like my mastermind is all online. I meet everybody on Zoom. It's just been a natural thing for me, especially with the COVID. People are realizing they just need to be online. So I think that the universe is conspiring to help me by making the internet more accessible everywhere I go, and high speed at that, so that I can do my work and get the life that I want.
Right. Oh, I love that.
Work. I love work, by the way.
Well, she doesn't consider it work. It's more play because it intrigues her and interests her, and it's her passion.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's our passion, it's not work. And I love that part about Marian. So Marian, let's talk a little bit about your mastermind. I've been a part of it for a year or so now, and I adore it because it's not like the normal mastermind, which is everybody helping everybody, and everybody talks about their business and ask if anybody can help them with a challenge, and we do that. But the difference is that you train us on the different technologies that we might need to help grow our business. Tell us how that evolved.
Well, it all started with Dr. Joe Vitale, because he wrote a book called I wish I had it to show you. It was about masterminds. And it explained that you don't have to have the traditional mastermind in order to have a mastermind. You could create it the way you really wanted it to be, and how your audience or how your customers wanted it to be. So I designed it the way that my passion comes through, which is training on technology. I love helping business owners get their message out to the world. And how do you do that? Well, you can use print, you can, do business cards, you can send letters in the mail, whatever. But my passion is the internet. So how do I get the right kind of graphic? And where do I put it on the internet for people to see it? And people love videos. So how do we get a cool video that people are going to watch, and what channel to put it on? And all that is very important to me, because people do have a message that they want to share, and I want to help them do that. So in the mastermind, we spend half the time checking in with each other and making sure that everybody has what they need, and they might want to ask for support. They might want to, ask for advice, things like that. And then the other half of the time, I'm training on the software that they're asking for. So like if they want a YouTube channel, we might go into how to best set up your YouTube videos and your thumbnails, and how to get traffic and all the stuff that goes into that. Or if they want to create their own graphics, but they don't know how, then they don't want to have to pay somebody or bother somebody every time they want a graphic. I teach them how to go over and use free and paid for software, other than the really hard stuff. I don't teach hard stuff because most of my clients don't want the hard stuff.
Spare us. Oh, dear. Well, that is so perfect for everyone, Marian, because I have to tell you the truth. Marian teaches like beginners learn, because we have no clue how intuitive software is. And I know when I started with Marian, I thought, huh? And she just whizzed through it. What? How did you know to hit that button? She teaches you from the very basics She does not teach over your head. She teaches you where you are. And that I love, because that's where we learn when we're brand new. And for most of us, we're brand new with this technology stuff. And it is just the perfect type of teaching. And she knows how to do it. Thank you, Marian.
Oh, you're very welcome. And Becky, my partner, she says every time we get off our mastermind, she goes, "Well, how'd it go?" And I always say the same thing. And she makes fun of me, but it's okay. I said, "Oh my God, it was the best ever," you know? And she's like, "How could it always be the best ever?" I said, "I don't know. It just is. Everybody gets what they want. And it's just the most wonderful thing ever. If you have ever want to be in a mastermind, now's the time to do it. It's only $25 a month. And I only charge that because everybody ganged up and forced me to charge, okay?
I'm one of them.
Most of the people, pay a lot more for a mastermind, a lot more.
And they don't get half as much as they get from Marian.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a group thing. I love it.
It is. And we tell her, say, hey, listen, we heard about this or that software, or we need something to do this on our website. And she'll go look it up and find out what it is. Mm-hmm. That's the beauty of Marian. She never meets a strange software.
That's funny. Lady Lou, that's funny.
Well, but it's true, because you just absolutely adore it. And I am one of those people who fear software. But with you at my side, I've managed. But I have to tell you, the part of your life, the career that I love the most is you're producing podcasts and live stream videos like our show. And I know there's people watching us and who will watch this replay who say, oh, I wish I could do what Marian and Lady Lou are doing. You can. Did you know I just show up for these things? Now, I do some background work and get guests and things like that, which I know how to do. That's not software. But Marian takes care of all the software. She does everything. I just show up and smile. Now, can you do that? She's got good prices. And I think if you search the internet and looked at some of the prices other people are charging, you're going to run and say, Marian, I want to be your client, because she has the best prices. She wants people to succeed. So tell us a little more about your production company.
You know, from the time I started business till this second, I've always been much cheaper than everyone else. And so some people think cheaper means you get less quality or you get less. That is not the case here, okay? I want you to succeed, and I don't want to break your bank getting there, okay? So I can tell you that. That's just who I am. And every coach I've ever had says, yo, you got to double your prices. You got to triple your prices. You got to go up on your prices. I mean, they always start there because they see how low my prices are. And I say to myself, I don't want to. I know. I can't afford a Mercedes out of that.
You just want a camper van, right?
Right. So I do feel like, you should at least think about, if you want to go somewhere in your life and you need technology to do it, you need to at least have a conversation with me, because I know a lot about all the different technologies that are available. I may not be an expert in all of them, but I could steer you in the direction that you're needing to go. That's for sure. And get a strategy together to get you there. Now, whether you're willing to do it or not, that's another,
Well, but if you just have to show up, what's the big deal about that? And if you want to do guests like we do, co-hosts, then all you have to do is get a little form letter like I've got. I'll help you with that if you want. And you send it out to the people that have said they'd like to be on our show. And then they fill in the blanks, like their website, their email address, or whatever it is, contact information. And then they tell us a little bit of their life story and their credentials that we put in the description down below. I mean, that's all you would have to do. And Marian's there to work the buttons and have your show go live on Facebook and YouTube for sure.
And LinkedIn. And there's a lot of places. Yeah, there's a lot of places you can go live.
And we know this software that we use, StreamYard, is hopefully soon going to be able to be mobile because we want to take this on the road. We don't want to just sit in our houses all day. Of course, right now we have to, but we're going mobile as soon as this thing goes mobile. We're ready. So, Marian, tell us a little bit about your Patreon. I know you have introduced this to all of your mastermind people, and quite a few of us now have our own Patreon site, and we love it. It's so fun. Explain what Patreon is all about, please.
Well, it's very exciting, especially if you have a passion or a talent of some kind that people like to see or hear or experience, because what Patreon does is it allows you as the creator, whether you're an artist, a singer, an actor, it doesn't matter what your art is. You could be doing videos. I saw a lady who does little miniatures. She creates miniatures and she has a camera. So you can watch her create these miniatures and she's making lots of money by sharing that. And here's how. Because everybody knows that YouTube is free. But your supporters want you to keep making videos. They want you to keep going. So they want to give you what you need to keep going, which is mucho dollars, right? So the way Patreon works is you get to decide what level, it's like a membership. What level membership do you want to be? How do you want to support this person that's doing great and wonderful things? So they can ask for $1 a month. It's a monthly thing. It's a support, not a charity. This is supporting your fan. You know, you're a fan of somebody and you can support them. So they can make levels. So they can make a $5 level, a $100 level, a $50 level. They could be you could be a sponsor. There's all different types of things that they could do. So if you go to patreon.com/natural curiosity, you'll see mine. But there's many, many others. It's not like going to YouTube where you can just do a search for something and up comes, people who are making lots of money. It's a place where, like a website, that you own yourself and you invite people in. So like if you're a YouTuber, you would be talking about whatever you're talking about, baking cakes or, creating mugs or whatever you're doing. And then you invite your audience over to your Patreon page. And once they're there, they can join your membership. Right. There are people making hundreds, thousands of dollars a month. It just depends on you and how excited you are about your passion, how wonderful you make it for your audience. That's really about it. There are podcasts that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month.
That's beautiful. And
I can prove it.
Yeah, and Marian teaches this.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, if you're looking for a way to make passive income, and if you want to do a blog, or you can even do your newsletter on Patreon, and you can post your videos on Patreon, make it a fun place for people to go. It's like a little mini vacation to go to Marian's Patreon channel and see what she's up to, because you can engage your audience with your fun things.
And you know what? Just because I am the person I am, and this truly is all about love. Okay, I love loving. It's a thing for me. I love my people, my friends, my family. I love my home, my animals. I'm so in love with love. It makes me feel good to love, and so I'm always thinking about staying in my section of the universe. Okay, so I have this little place because a lot of people are like, oh, all this crap that's happening in the world, we got to do something, it's horrible, we got to go out and march or whatever it is. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Go, more power to you. But for me, I want to stay in love and create this push that goes out that makes people feel good, because when you feel good, I feel even better. So that's how I look at life, and I stay there. I stay in that lane. That's my lane that I love.
And
I
it's
found a song this morning that my brother and I used to sing to each other. It's called Never Ending Love. And it goes like this. Excuse me for singing because I have a I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. I mean, it just goes on. It's real peppy and sweet. And my brother and I used to sing that, and my parents would be like, why are you singing that country and western song? But I just remember how it made me feel. The word love, and Dr. Emoto, I follow Dr. Emoto. He passed now, but his books, if you ever want to go and see it, he did experiments on the word love and the feelings and energy that came from that. So he would take like a clear glass or a pitcher, and he would write or paste on, tape on, whatever, the words of encouragement and love and joy. And then he would freeze that water and do a biomolecular look at all the molecules and the crystals and it would be so beautiful. And then he would go and he'd take the same water out of the same place, and he would paste nasty words on it and hate and everything. And everybody that walked by it said, oh yeah, you're ugly, you're nasty. And he would do the same thing, and it wouldn't even, you should have seen it. It was brown and gnarly. And you can see this if you go and look at it on the internet. Just look up Dr. Emoto.
Emoto.
Yes.
It'll open your eyes to the vibration of energy and words.
The feelings.
And the words come out of our mouth, so they resonate in our body first as we are speaking them. So why not resonate love and beauty and happiness and include the world? Yeah.
That's
I love
right.
that.
That's
yeah.
right.
And Marian has been accused of being a Pollyanna. I have to admit, I've done that too, because she is just so happy all the time. And I think we all need to take a lesson from this and adopt some of it in a way to bring love back into your life. So, Marian, you're a good example, a good leader for us on that aspect, and we thank you for that.
Well, I don't want people to think that I'm constantly like this, 24/7. Marian's all peppy and happy and everything. Oh no, things can get me down, and I can get, sad and whatnot. However, I'm always constantly looking toward what can make me feel better. And what I find that when I give, when I'm doing volunteer work, when I'm giving, and when I'm helping people, that makes me feel better. So I'll give you an example. We're working with a lady right now, one of our clients, and she wrote a book called Emotions in Motion. Okay. And her name is Eileen Dillon. I'm not sure you can read that. Eileen Dillon.
Yes, there it is. Go.
Yeah. Emotions in Motion. And she's the type of person that I want to hang around. Well, how are you going to meet somebody, that's this, out there, right? In the world? Well, you ask. And Lady Lou, if you will tell everyone your ask.
Okay. The word ask is a very rich, special word that most of us never think about. And we'll get into that part later. But if you just imagine the word ask, A-S-K, up, in a line, the ask stands for ask and you shall receive. S is seek and you shall find. And the K is knock and it shall be opened unto you.
Okay, that's how I live my life. If I want something, I'm going to go for it. Okay, I am a goer. I am a doer. And it's not that I'm, extra special or anything. I just know what I want and I go for it. So what do I want? I want to be happy. I want to feel love. I want to do good in my little section of the universe. So that's how I seek those people and they seek me. And like Lady Lou, she has been by my side for, like she said, almost 30 years now. We've written books together. We're doing a show together and that type of thing. And have we had our ups and downs? Of course we have. We're human beings. However, I keep asking for better, more, feeling, just all the things that I want. And I seem to get it. So here's another thing I want to talk about. If you know me and you know what I'm interested in and you want to align with that, I want you to. Okay. So we're about to, I'm not sure exactly when, but we're about to announce a new class. It's going to be free, and it's called Scripting the Life You Want. Okay. So why not script the life that you want? Because if you want it, it's going to be good, right?
Right. And if you don't know what you want, ask inside, go within, do a meditation and say, send me a sign. It's amazing when you ask for a sign, you usually get it. And you can ask for what it is that you think is good for you or that the universe thinks, because the universe likes speed, as Joe Vitale says. So if you get an idea, you act on it then, because somebody else got the same idea and they might take it away from you. So you act on it. That's one of Joe's philosophies.
That's true. I love Dr. Joe. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm all about feeling better, feeling good, and I seek that, and I seem to get it.
And you do. And you do. People who know you and have known you for years, they think love when they think of you. They smile. Oh, I know Marian. I met her years ago. And they have fond memories of you. And that's what a lot of us need to think about. Do we have fond memories about ourselves? Or do others have fond memories about us? Put those out there. Let people have those fond memories of you and me, because they've got them from Marian. I love that, Marian. Well, what haven't we talked about now about your life that people might like to know?
Well, since I really love people and I'm what they call a groupie, I love groups of people, and so having this virus where everybody has to be separate is kind of hindering me just a little bit, because I'm doing most everything on the internet anyway, so who cares, right? But what I really want to do, and what I'm wanting to ask you, the audience, the people that are watching this, what I want to ask you is, if you know any business owners who want to work with me, I want to get some sponsors, and I will take very good care of those sponsors. I'd really like to sponsor some of the events that are brewing in my head. Like the camper van. Can you imagine if you owned a business and on the side of Marian's camper van is your business, and I'm driving around the United States? So, think about, that's the kind of sponsors I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who want to go with me, so I wouldn't take just anybody. You can't be the type of business that I wouldn't resonate with. But if you're you know what I mean? Just think about it.
Sure.
That's what I really want to end with, is think about those people who want to align with love and joy and be prosperous and healthy and happy and all that good stuff. That's who I want to hang out with. I love collaborating with people.
We've got to come up with a new nickname for you, Marian. What would that be?
Honey, I'm just curious. So I love my natural curiosity. I'm curious about everybody and everything. So I think that's good enough.
That's good enough, because that and loving, a curious, loving woman. And that's who Marian is and always has been. And she just keeps getting better. I love that part about her, because she's not one of those who just stays at one level. She goes up the next notch and the next notch and the next one. And I know a lot of us might need that. I know there are times when I have not gone that next notch, and oh God, I'm sitting here in a pity party, and it never happens to Marian, because she sees something.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Hey, I have one final story I want to tell.
Oh, good.
This explains why I seek what I want. I used to belong to the intenders of the everything good. I can't remember the exact name of it. The intenders.
Yeah.
Of the highest good. That's what it was. Intenders of the highest good. So this group was meeting here in Houston, and I lived in Dickinson. That's quite a ways, okay, at least an hour. So anyway, I'm on my way, and I leave my office in Clear Lake, and I drive to Houston to pick up my friend who lives in an apartment complex, and I forgot my cell phone. Oh dear. So anyway, I'm waiting outside the gate because she lives in an apartment with a gate, and it's July, and it's 6:00 in July, and I am just like drenched in sweat, waiting for that gate to open. I'm thinking people should be coming home from work by now. What's up with this gate not opening? And I'm thinking to myself, am I at the wrong gate? I mean, all these thoughts. And then I thought, you know what? I'm on my way to an intenders group. Why don't I intend that the gate opens? So I gave it 60 seconds. I said, okay. I had a watch on them. I said, I'm giving you 60 seconds, and then I want you to open the gate so I can get in. All right. 45 seconds, no gate. 50 seconds, no gate. 55 seconds, 56. And all of a sudden I noticed that there's a brown Bronco, and that was big back then. A brown Bronco was driving by. He stuck his hand out the window, clicked his clicker, opened the gate, and kept driving.
Now, is that asking? That's intending, which is even higher vibration. Yeah, get that book. It's at Amazon. I've already ordered. Well, no, I've got mine. Mine came in last week. So I'm ready for this class. And remember, she's going to do it for free and online. So sign up today. We're just not sure when. Wow, Marian, you have had a wonderful life, and it's still going. And we're going to see it and watch you soar, because that's who you are. Thank you for showing up today. We love you, and we love our audience. And thank you all for being here with us. It's been fun, and it always is fun. And Marian, I adore you. Thank you for being you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Remember, create a fantastic day for yourself. Fantastic.